It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Trevor Achane to return it. Making some progress here. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. Brooks on the give, headed right. Works his way to the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Panthers first.
17 yards. And the Panther first down.
Running once more with Brooks. Has another lane. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina.
Brooks, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Carolina.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point.
On for the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Green looking to throw. Big strike downfield to Judy. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the Panthers' 43-yard line.
Green sets his feet looking to pass. That's the Concepcion right side. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the
Judkins running between the tackles. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Devin Lloyd on the stop.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Trevin Wallace there to stop that forward progress.
A gain of a yard.
Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
3rd and long for him here. And the pick is dropped. He had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. And make it 4th down. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. It's a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
On the return, here comes Achane. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. We'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
It's a gain of 4.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Young. He's got it deep downfield. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And the stop is made downfield after a gain of about 18. And that is going to give the Panthers a 1st down.
Schlesinger on the tackle. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
Again, it's Brooks. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL, Kate. But I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. They did a week ago with this guy, and he's off to an excellent start.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Brooks going for the marker. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
10-yard line.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Game plan a week ago, it turned out pretty simple. Keep feeding him the football as long as it was working, and it never really stopped working. And I like that early carry here, showing you it's not.
And he gets in, touchdown! Now right there, the type of 1st quarter drive that you expect, Brock, from a team that's on a little winning streak, right? Same rhythm we've seen the last couple of weeks, and picking up where they left off.
No coach at any level is going to try and fix what isn't broken yet. They're going to try and augment it, sure, and maybe, adjust when you have to, but no adjusting there. That was just an efficient drive.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Green. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Jalen Phillips. His first this season after he had 5 last year.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Second down. It's Green. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And it gives the Browns a 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
And he's taken down at the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the pistol, here's Judkins. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Got to be 2nd down. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
And he knocks it out. So he found him deep, but the defender makes the play, separating him from that touchdown, Brock. That's going to send him back now for 3rd down. Now Green. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he's not going to challenge for that 1st down. He'd taken down short of the line to gain after he picked up 5.
A gain of 5.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Jimmy Horn here on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a Brooks run. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive. 30 yards. And he just get the play off. Into traffic, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 1 quarter away so far. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They're going to run it. Here's Trevor Achane. He's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. From the pistol, it's Young. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third down run from Achane. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that gives Carolina the first.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Panthers.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone. But what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark there.
Yeah. Finds a lane, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Trevor Achane with his first NFL touchdown. Fitzgerald will tack on the point after. And they add another to their lead.
Panthers 21, Browns 6. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Judkins. And he takes it down to the 33. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 32 yards. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. From the gun, Judkins trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Looking to pass on 2nd.
36-yard line.
This is Boston working left side. And he's going to be out of bounds after picking up a handful on that play. Moves him a little closer. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Green to throw. Escapes the pocket. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's broken up by a big hit in the end zone. What an effort there to prevent that touchdown. And that forces 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This from 48 on the left hash. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And this stays a 15-point game. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
Throwing on 2nd, Young. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. Here's Young to throw. Looking over the middle, and it finds Leggett. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. All set to go now from the 35. Achane running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the Browns' 35-yard
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Young looking to throw. McMillan on the slant. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Achane, a first down carry. And some solid blocking there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he gets home. Touchdown, Panthers. Trevor Achane. Give him 2 now in this second quarter. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And they stretch their lead to 22.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. They go play fake. Green. Middle of the field, taken in by Judy. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the give, here's Judkins. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here's Judkins on second down. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. And it's going to be first down Cleveland.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing now. Green. Hits his running back. And some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on first.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Green looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Third down run from Judkins. Escapes the defender. He stops here, gain of about 7, and that's going to be a Browns first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Browns first down. First
and we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. They'll come up on first and 10. Now here's Green. Passing quick here, but the pass rush fast enough to match it. On him in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. That brings up second down.
Trevin Wallace there defensively.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Green. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he drives this forward to the 6.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble, but Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Panthers 60, pass to 60, hop 70, hop 70, cowboy 80. Ready?
Judkins up the middle. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7.
Good defense tackles in this. Take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready? 70, Timberwolf. Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Pistol snap here to Green. Caught for a moment, but the hit knocks that out. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. Green gonna throw. He rolls to his right. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taylon Green, his first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want 2 here. Green sets his feet looking to pass. Caught at the 1. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14. Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done, but into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback's best friend. These receivers all the time will tell the QB in the huddle, just give me a chance, bro. Just give me a chance. Just put it up there.
Yep.
And that quarterback did, and the receiver delivers.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Now it's Young. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other other side of midfield. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now Young. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. With a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Young throwing here. Short pass brought in. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And our first half ends with 3 points. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. Go.
Judkins opening the drive. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Now the run for Judkins on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. I think they might have taken that 1st down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away, and they take him down at the 30. And his Nick Scorden. And that's going to bring up 4th and 15. The Browns are lining up to punt. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Let's start this drive with Achane. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down coming from Young. All in left side. And he's out the clear. At the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Young's pass complete to number 18. Touchdown, Carolina.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
38, Browns 14. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Set. Viking 18.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set.
Now Green. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. Jalen Phillips. And now it's going to be 4th and 9.
Okay, that's one of those situations where it's just a double whammy. Number one, you can't afford to give up a possession and waste a possession like that. And number two, to do it so quickly. A 3 and out in that situation.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. Career interception.
It's a turnover on downs.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw, Young. Quick slant is caught by Sanders. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that is going to give the Panthers a 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
McMillan hauls it in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Panther 1st down.
Young to throw it. Right back to him, but he can't make the catch this time. Defender waiting with that hit, forces it out. It's 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. More often than not, you really like that play. That matchup, a running back on a corner in the open field, but tip your cap to that corner. He makes a tremendous tackle for a loss.
3rd and long for him here. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Buying some time right. Kept the play alive, and he finds a look. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Coker, 2nd of this quarter. Well, after is good from Fitzgerald. And that adds yet another to their lead.
45, Browns 14. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Drive starts with Judkins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Down behind the line of
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Look at that power, deep left side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game, and he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You have got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get him the ball.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here's the backup, first throw. Connection made to Tremble. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First down, Panthers.
Now we get to Brooks coming left. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, and the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. Deep coordinators love to dial it up.
Back now, pressure coming. Pass cut by Brooks. And we might be close to this lead growing again, and that play gives them a 1st and goal.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense. And
we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, Panthers.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we can call this, other than simply splendid?
That one splits the uprights. And they just keep adding to their lead.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And they're going to have the 1st down. Nice chunk of yards there. Give them about 17 of them.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Going to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. Defender gets there, finally takes him out, but not before he picks up 29 yards. And he gives the Browns a 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Pass it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Judkins. He gives himself up, but he is not going to score. Looked like he had a chance to, Brock, but chose to dive down shy of that goal line.
A gain of 3. brings up second and goal.
70, Timberwolves.
Second down, it's Green. Forced out to his right. Running for the pylon and in. Touchdown Browns. Taylon Green, his second in this game, matching his total from last week. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that takes another one off this deficit.
Panthers 52.
They're in full comeback mode already here in the third. An onside kick coming up. And the Panthers secure that kick. And they add on a nice chunk of yards after they bring it in, too.
Yeah, these numbers, Kate, they're pretty clear. It's hard to recover these onside kicks. Nice job there by the fielding team, but you see why the rules committee, right, the competition committee constantly searching for maybe new creative ways, because it is just so hard to get that ball when the other team's prepared for the onside kick.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Again, it's Brooks. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Panthers who have possession. Man, this one looking pretty well decided already. Third and a lone yard coming up. Running once more with Brooks. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. It's from 35 yards away. Fitzgerald sends this through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Judkins headed right. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now here's Green. And the catch won't survive the contact this time. Incomplete. That was a tough-ass partner making that play against double coverage. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit. Pass to 60. 19 Cardinals. 19 Cardinals. Top 19. Come.
Here's Green. He gets this to Harold Fannin Jr. Complete. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
That's a gain of 7.
3rd and 3 in front of him now after that completion got him 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
We'll go with a design keeper. Ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Panthers get to that one. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. They'll begin with a Brooks run. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Jonathan Brooks.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Brooks bouncing out ahead from the pistol. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're going to have the first down here as that play breaks off for about 19 yards.
He was taken down by
All set to go now from the 35.
a gain of 19 yards. And the Panther first
Going to the
down.
ground again on 1st. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
From the gun on third down. And the hit is going to break up the catch. Incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby, Brock, who actually could have broken that one up. That's going to bring up fourth down. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. Fitzgerald sends this through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, and in this case, with 3.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Green looking to throw. A little bit of screen pass for Judkins. And some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on first.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Green looking to pass on second. Buys time, rolling right. He's out in the clear. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Yet another highlight in a game with so many of them. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Green sets his feet looking to pass. Caught by his running back Judkins. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And good luck hanging on through that contact. The hit knocked it free, and that forces 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and goal.
From the red zone on 1st. And this one's going to end up incomplete. Just too tough to hang on through that contact. It's going to make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing now, Green. Getting out to his left. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown.
Touchdown, Browns.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point.
For the extra point.
He's good on the attempt here.
Good.
And they cut into the lead by
Makes
another
the score
point.
Panthers 58, Browns 28.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's Horn on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
1st and 10. At their own
1st down now, ball at the 33. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He beams one deep right side. And he almost throws this away on the first snap of the drive. Put it into harm's way, but the kick is dropped, so they're going to see 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. He's going to throw again on 2nd down. He's going to try another deep one here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns take over as he records his 10th career INT. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, track. Hey, go.
Green gonna throw. It is caught left side. And he's gonna be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
And the Browns, first down.
Now Green. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
2nd down, looking for options. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. This one stopped. Brady gains about 6 yards. And it's going to be first down Cleveland. Working quickly here.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Browns.
On first down, it's Green. To the right and pulled in by Judy.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Panthers got him on this one first.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
2nd down carry for Achane.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Achane again on 2nd. 3 yards, puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew.